Good morning, lads, laddies, and lovers, and welcome back to the Waddle Show. How you doing? Today's episode, no, it's another major milestone episode. From villagers to mob sounds to iron golems to even more, Minecraft 1.20.40, the next Minecraft update, is out now. Like we've done in the past, welcome to the future, baby. Take a seat, sit back, and relax. Here is everything in the brand new Minecraft update. Let's go. One of the first big things you may find inside of this update is this clean new UI. I gotta be 100% honest, I can't recall if this made the cut in the last update or not, but if it didn't, it might be here. You check it out. It's a work in progress. Regardless though, the changes inside of this update, they begin over on the main menu. When creating a world inside of this update, the respawn radius has been changed, or at least like the default. It matches Java now, as 10. Now without paper, the respawn radius rule is a little bit tricky to break out. With the help of a handy couple blocks though, it's not bad. So this doesn't really apply to things like respawn anchor and beds because you kind of have like a set spawn point right next to the thing. Instead, it applies to more like world spawn point. Let's say this target block was my world spawn point, with a respawn radius defaulting to 10 now instead of whatever it was before. Well, let's say something tragic happened and I just respawned, or I spawned into the world for the first time. Well, I could spawn anywhere inside of this gray circle that I created, approximately. Our first change today is a Minecraft Java parity change. If you don't like 10 being the number, you can always change it. Next up, for Minecraft the Bedrock gang, I hate to do it so soon, but the whole like sad thing that I do every so often, yeah, it's here. It's a little sad. This update is maybe, to be honest, one of the worst updates inside of the relatively small 1.20.40 update. It's all about the skulk stuff, and what the skulk stuff will no longer get you. It was too shady. Alright, so check this out. On Minecraft Java, how it works is if I walk over to a skulk block and I break it, like without any silk touch or anything like that, I get a little bit of experience. On the other hand, if I walk up to it and I silk touch it with my beautiful silky subscribe ho, I almost feel like the name of this tool is a reminder or something, but anyways, if you walk up to it and silk touch it, no experience at all. And bingo, boom, that right there, no experience at all. Before this update on Minecraft Bedrock Edition, if you silk touch the skulk stuff, you will get experience. From this point on, if you want any experience from any of the skulk stuff you're mining, you can't silk touch it. You're gonna have to break it by hand. And I guess not the veins.
Was that bugged?
Yeah, so 1.20.40. It's the next major Minecraft Bedrock update, but at the same time, this is the smallest update since the release of Minecraft 1.20. You could say a big theme inside of this update is going to be polishing the features inside of the game and making them feel a little bit better. For this next one, let's take it back to the skulk. Next up, we've got a change that relates to skulk sensors in the chest boat or the chest raft. If I walk over to my friend Karen over here and open it up a little bit, as you can see, the skulk sensors right there, they hear when you interact with this chest now. When you open the chest, they hear it, and then when you close the chest, they hear it too. Even though it still strangely plays no sounds at all. That definitely is a huge bug. I never thought the day would come. It's just a feature that is so old and ancient. It's been in the game for a long time. I didn't think any updates would happen with this thing, but the witch has been updated inside of this update as well. The witch's detection radius has been increased. Allegedly. So the witch, or not so much friend, big nose lady over here, it will now detect you up to 16 blocks away. Dude, it's too far. Combine this one with some of the other recent witch buffs that happened in one of the more recent Minecraft Bedrock updates, and oh boy, we got a brand new formidable bad lady. Ah yes, the goat horn, laddies. How could we forget the goat horn? Everybody's favorite, most used Minecraft tool of all time. Believe it or not, that incident that just happened a second ago beyond the hill over there with the witch removing me, well, that was intentional. I planned it like that, yeah. I planned it because I wanted my dear friend to hear this. Yeah, so the next time you're running into battle and maybe using your favorite goat horn or just making ominous, terrifying, moaning sounds, you'll be able to hear them way farther now. The goat horn. When you use a goat horn in this update, now it's going to work how it's meant to always have worked. The goat horn will now be able to be heard by players up to 256 blocks away. When the poor forgotten goat horn was added in like, I don't know, I think it was maybe 1.19 or something, this is how it was always meant to work. It's meant to be a big signal that you can hear across your whole realm or server or whatever. I still 100% feel that the goat horn should do something a little bit more though, like scare a mob or something. Now you're terrified, you want to run away. That'd be beautiful. And on that note, sounds. So speaking of sounds, they're a major focus of the Minecraft 1.20.40 update. When Minecraft 1.20 dropped, the note block, it got this brand new functionality where you can, like, basically the most epic legend prank of all time. Ender Dragon in the overworld will know who put it there. Well, yeah, look, guys, I'm a little confused with this one, but the Wither skeleton. From looking at the changelog, the Wither skeleton now has its own sounds. Is this true? Is this really the case? You guys have never had this sound, like plain old classic Wither skeleton sound. So you guys will have to pardon my ignorance here. I only make videos mainly on Minecraft Bedrock. Don't really play Bedrock gang, but the Wither skeleton. If we listen to this thing, it's got its own like sounds, and I'm so confused. The changelog makes it seem like these things are new. Can you like correct me if I'm wrong, or have you never heard that sound before in your life? So there I was, walking around, and then all of a sudden the plank, the ominous plank next to the cherry blossom. Then the donkey, who encouraged me to walk. This next change, in regards boats. Boats have a huge buff inside of this update. This might be one of the best changes of this entire update. The boat, check this out. Previously, it did not cancel fall damage at all. Now, if you're sailing your boat and you need to, I don't know, jump off of a big ledge or something for some reason, well, it's not a problem at all. I don't know if you caught what just happened there, but my health is on max. Now, one of the parts of this update that makes this update even more encouraging and wonderful is what happens when you put entities into the boat too. I'm not too sure why the sounds aren't playing. That's a little busted, but let's say I was trying to move villagers around for that massive villager update the devs are doing, trying to get new mending villager. I use a boat, I sail off of a cliff, and it doesn't matter. All mobs inside of the boat, they're not going to take any damage either. The boats have basically just become like immune fall damage machines, just like they are in Minecraft Java. And wow, just like that, in Minecraft 1.20.40, we're halfway through our big video today. I'd like to take a quick second to thank all of my beautiful channel members that are helping me make videos just like this for you 5 times or more a week. If you haven't heard, I got a channel membership that is pretty fresh, one of the best ones on all of YouTube, and it supports me directly. If you like the idea of maybe world downloads or exclusive polls and posts and sometimes the occasional extra video, then all you gotta do is tap the join button on my channel and for a little bit more info. So this next change inside of 1.20.40, it's actually a gigantic change. This is potentially really game-changing and super nice. But it might not actually be in your version of the game, depending on what you play on. Touch controls. Inside of Minecraft 1.20.40, there's brand new customizability, like we've never seen before. Now, unfortunately, I don't have Minecraft Bedrock on my Leapfrog tablet, so for this next video that I'm about to show you, I want to send a big shout out to Silicon. It all kicks off inside of the menus. If you play the game on a touchscreen, slide into settings, slide over to touch, and then you should see this whole like change control mode thing. Now right below change control mode is a brand new toggle. It's called resizable UI. Check this out. When you toggle it on, then you get the option to customize controls. If you go ahead and tap customize controls, oh, it's magic. Every single button that is on screen and the joystick, you can move it around to wherever you want it to be. Maybe your hands are absolutely massive and whopping. You want them like the buttons to be in the middle of the screen, not a problem. Maybe you got small hands, you can put them in the far bottom corner or something. All of the touch control things are now customizable and movable on the screen. No hate, no shade, but for a game as massive as Minecraft, I can't believe this wasn't in the game all the way until now. Like 15 years after the game's release. What? Now look, you know me, not only Minecraft's most dedicated, but 100% of the time, Minecraft's most ethical as well. Farms, updates, knowledge from Minecraft, anything you need, I got it, including ethical experiments. Check this out, we got a 1 block deep of water hole all the way down there. If I drop a mob into that 1 block deep hole, that mob will no longer take any fall damage. I told you I was ethical. Oh, but wait, there's more, the sounds. The sounds are now going to play specifically when an entity's eyes exit the water. You see that? When my head pops above the water, that's when the sound is playing. And same thing with when I go like below the water as well. This suddenly fascinating, super interesting, shocking change is a Minecraft Java parody change. Speaking of parody change, the splash sound when you enter water, that matches Java exactly as well. Now while I'm nice and wet, let's go ahead and stay wet for a little bit of time. Let's take this glass bottle and use it on the water. Listen. Brand new sound as well. This is the World of Sounds update. Water bottles, when like filling water. All of those beautiful, wonderful sounds, it's water to my ears. Hey, hold up, is the water bugged? Why can't I see through it all? That's so weird. Next up, moving on, the Iron Golem. Inside of this update, when creating an Iron Golem, brand new particles are going to play. Check it. You see all of the iron in the pumpkin crumbling. Yeah, before that small tiny detail was not there. It just kind of like popped into existence, came to life. From here on out, every single time you create an Iron Golem, you know that boy is really made out of iron. Alright, now this is awkward. I did not think about this. For this next one, I definitely should have done it first. You know, before I made all these Iron Men who are 100% going to take my ethical badge away today and ruin my experiment. No bueno. Minecraft Villager Curing. In the last update, it was updated so you can't like cycle discounts anymore. Inside of this update, cure times have been shifted and changed. The cure time that we're looking at now is going to be anywhere between 3 and 5 minutes. It'll be random. You can put iron bars around the zombie to speed it up still. This relatively simple change, and at the same time, our last non-experimental change we'll be talking about in today's video. Well, this change is yet again another Minecraft Java Edition parody update. This is exactly how it works on Minecraft Java and makes the process feel a little bit more alive. Technical changes. In all of these videos where I talk about the updates inside of every single update, I like to show out like the big, cool, exciting, interesting things. If you're into the technical things, the finer details of life, oh boy, inside of this update, you got a lot here. Also, when it comes to bug fixes, we got about 70 bug fixes inside of this update as well. A majority of these bug fixes come from bugs that were in the game since before 1.20. Now next up, these next changes that I'd like to dive into here are called experimental changes. They're kind of in the update, but they're kind of not. If you want to check out any of these villager updates, then you're going to need to turn on experiments inside of your world, specifically this one. Sliding under the ground and down to the depths, our first change has to do with many structures all over your Minecraft world. From the mineshaft to the desert temple, all the way down to the depths inside of the ancient city. A lot of different structures inside of this experimental toggle have different rates of enchanted books. For example, if you find yourself inside of your world desperately craving the Unbreaking enchantment, well, for Unbreaking, it's not the mineshaft. That's going to be the jungle temple or the desert temple. Instead, if you find yourself looking for efficiency, then you might want to try your hand at a mineshaft. Head down into the mineshaft, open up some of those minecart chests, and hopefully you'll be able to find efficiency. In theory, it should be easier. Next up, the Pillager Outpost. When it comes to enchantments that you're looking for inside of your world, I'll be honest, you might not be looking for quick charge very quickly, but if you are, the Pillager Outpost, it'll have better chances. And finally, old mending. If you're looking for a little bit of mending, well, the worst way to find it is the ancient city. But to be clear, I don't really mean worse as in like it's a bad idea. I just mean it's a really dangerous idea. And theoretically, if you're looking for mending enchanted books, the ancient city should be a little bit easier than all of the other structures in the game. Next up, moving on, our next experimental change is a little bit of a throwback. Do you remember in the last Minecraft update when the librarian villager got a big up that, hey, you be the lectern villager? Yeah, that's what I thought. You remember in the last Minecraft experimental update when they made certain enchantments inside of the librarian villager's trade offers be like biome specific, biome locked? Like for example, if you want the mending enchantment, then you have to find a swamp librarian. Well, today it expands and continues all the way over to the armorer villager at long last. So this is an update that feels like it hit Minecraft Java a million trillion years ago, but the armorer villager and all of its trades have been completely and entirely revamped. Now, for an in-depth look at every single one of these new trades, including a way that you can do a little bit of armor swapping and diamond selling, you gotta check out this video right here. Just like how it is for the librarian, but honestly, maybe even more so. And for the armorer villager, there's a whole lot of depth to these experimental changes. It's kind of difficult to go over all of them in this video right here because, to be honest, that video would be like 20 minutes long. There's a lot of new change. When it comes to our favorite armor smiths, there's a whole lot of new changes. And when it comes to our favorite map seller, there's a whole lot of new changes as well. The cartographer villager. So I don't have a video where I like necessarily went super in depth with these changes here quite yet. Aside from the initial snapshot video when they were first added, where we kind of like dove into them, took our first look, talked all about them. I don't have anything else, but check this out. We got brand new map options in the second tier right here. A taiga village map or a savannah village map. Now look, I don't know about you, but I think taiga is way more the vibe than the savannah. But if I go ahead and buy both of them and check it out, look at this. This map is now going to lead me all the way over to the nearest taiga village, which is apparently like straight off that way. And same thing, how it works for the taiga, the savannah village map, brand new item as well, is going to lead me to the nearest savannah village. Let's go to one. Now this is where this interesting chart comes in right here. While I make my transit over to the taiga biome, basically different biome villagers, well, they'll all sell maps, except only the maps are going to lead you to different spots all around your Minecraft world, including biomes that don't have villages at all. Alright, and so just a little bit of transit time later, and look at that, solidly I'm moving, but even more so, I'm on the map. It looks like the nearest taiga village really wasn't that far at all. It's probably just over that hill. I haven't looked, so no spoilers, but allegedly speaking, if I go ahead and drop down to the ground right here, I should be immersed with and strange-looking big-nosed friends. Yes, sure enough. Now check this out, over here inside of the taiga biome, if I go ahead and roll it all over again. Well, check this, as soon as my villager friend levels up from the first level, we have new maps. A snowy village map if I wanted, or maybe a swamp explorer map. So the snowy village map, that's pretty straightforward. This is going to lead you to the closest snowy village. It looks like it's way back over that way. This swamp one, on the other hand, well, there's no village in the swamp. Instead, it's the swamp hut map. If you're ever looking for a witch farm, this is the way to go. To be honest, out of all of the experimental villager changes, I mean, the wandering trader ones are just fire. Those are really, really good. But these cartographer ones as well, I think they are pure perfection and should make it into the game exactly how they are. They're great. Now look, Minecraft 1.20.40, we're just about done with the update. I would like to do a little bit of structure checkup though, because it has been literally months. The trail ruins are trail ruins. Upon first sight, it still is different than Minecraft Java. Now it's been a long time, lads. Everybody, we check this one out. What's going on? No, it's still going on. No! Minecraft 1.21 has been announced now with brand new combat structure, and the trail ruins from 1.20 is still bugged. Oh, no. I'm so sorry, Bedrock gang. I'm so sorry. And so, Minecraft 1.20.40. That's just about it. The major changes. The Patron Gang, Fire Dragon 19, Inverse MC, The Great Vegeta, Michael H, and Skelly Wampus, you are legendary. Thank you so much for the support. The past Minecraft updates, 1.20.30, they're still in the game, so maybe next up, check out the playlist on the end card and enlighten yourself. Thank you all so much for watching. It's been me, your boy, and I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye.